I have no idea what that is, and I know it's a bad shot, but I mean, what is that? The sky is just flashing.
No one can explain what is going on. You may want to watch this till the end and let us know what you think. This person was recording a random event in the Philippines last week. They had no intention of capturing anything strange, but moments later saw this in the distance. On April 13, 2029, a speck of light will streak across the sky, getting brighter and faster. At one point it will travel more than the width of the full moon within a minute, and it will get as bright as the stars in the Little Dipper. But it won't be a satellite or an airplane. NASA is preparing for a 340-meter wide near-Earth asteroid, which they state will harmlessly pass by Earth, yet are discussing the possibility that one could hit Earth and are even doing simulations to prevent it.
NASA is preparing for the absolute worst, a large asteroid speeding toward Earth.
At a conference in Maryland today, scientists from around the world were asked how to respond to a make-believe scenario in which an asteroid big enough to destroy a major city just might be on track to strike the Earth in 8 years.
All we have to do is change its speed a little faster or a little slower, so that when it crosses Earth's orbit, it crosses either in front of us or behind us.
There are 20,000 near-Earth asteroids, and they do occasionally make an appearance. In 2013, one slammed into Russia, injuring 1,600 people.
Is this a threat that keeps you up at night?
It doesn't really keep me up at night.
What the f was that?
That certain morning, I happened to look over into the sky to the northeast, and I seen a very, very bright light up there, like a very bright star. And then I said, well, that's moving. And I just stood there and watched it as what it was doing, and it was just coming down out of the sky real slow, and no noise, just quiet, and I couldn't see no wings or nothing, just floating right through the midair up there.
Well, I just received a call from Highland PD, reference to a truck driver just stopped in and said there was a flying object.
Be advised, there's a very bright white light east of town, and it keeps changing colors. It's heading westbound now. Matter of fact, if the shadow officer looks up, they can probably see it by now. 2550, I see something, but I don't know what the heck it is.
I happened to look over and saw this large floating object that was just moving very slowly. It was probably about a football field in length. It had 3 large bright lights lighting up the sky underneath it. I honestly don't know what it was that I saw, other than I know it wasn't a plane or a helicopter or a blimp.
I got it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What the hell?
That strange light in the sky is one of 1,100 UFO sightings in Canada last year. According to the annual survey released by Ufology Research of Manitoba, there are at least 3 such sightings in the country every day.
On a clear night in Manitoba, you may see all sorts of things in the sky. Planes, birds, perhaps even a UFO.
Yeah, it seems our province is a hotspot for unidentified flying objects. Over the years, thousands have been reported for again, a number of years that have been logged, and some are truly bizarre. CTV's John Hendricks joins us now in our studios.
Now, John, I know you've been sifting through a lot of UFO reports. What's the ratio of Chinese lanterns to actual unidentified flying objects?
Well, Marilee, it is higher than you might think. There are more and more reports of UFOs being made each year. Now, most are later identified, but some simply can't be easily explained.
Look at it, it's behind the tree. What is that?
It seems Manitoba is a hotbed of UFO activity, with thousands of sightings stretching back to the earliest days of our province's existence.
There is a real phenomenon. I can definitely say there's a real phenomenon. It's not something that's made up. It's not hallucinations. People are actually seeing things.
On March 25, 1995, 3 crew members on America West Flight 564 saw something unusual in the sky over Bovina, Texas.
Cactus 564, go ahead. Yeah, off to our 3 o'clock. Get some strokes out there. Can you tell us what it is?
Right now, I don't know what it is right now.
It was 10:25 p.m. and the plane was cruising at 39,000 feet. The crew kept their eyes on a large object with flashing lights, visible below them. When they turned west, the object turned too. Here is the actual conversation between the flight's first officer and air traffic control.
564, did you take that object at all on your radar?
Cactus 564, no I don't. And talking to the 3 or 4 guys around here, no one knows what that is. We've never heard about that.
But nobody's painting it at all?
Okay, Cactus 564, say again?
There's nothing on the radars on the other centers at all on that particular area, that object that's up in the air?
It's up in the air?
Affirmative.
No, no one knows anything about it.
Eventually, the object moved in front of an active thundercloud. When lightning flashed, the crew got a better look.
What's the altitude about?
I don't know, probably right around 30,000 or so, and it's with a strobe that starts from going counterclockwise, and the length is unbelievable.
The airline crew was seeing something that ground radar was not picking up. Air traffic controllers alerted Cannon Air Force Base in eastern New Mexico to check if military aircraft, or perhaps weather balloons, were known to be in the area.
Cannon 21.
Cannon, go ahead.
Hey, do you guys know if there was anything like a tethered balloon or anything released that should be above high band?
No, we haven't heard nothing about it.
Okay. Guy at 39,000 says he sees something at 30,000 that the length is unbelievable and it has a strobe on it. This is not good. Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's a UFO or something. It's that Roswell crap again.
The desert just outside Roswell, New Mexico, was the site of a mysterious aircraft crash in July of 1947. Some 50 years later, the name Roswell had become synonymous with UFOs. And like Roswell, the experience of Flight 564's crew is still unexplained. Though crew members stick to their story, they prefer to remain anonymous.
There's a lot of confusion, a lot of hesitancy about even reporting something like this, even in FAA, even in military. They're going to think we're crazy. I don't want to be grounded. I'm risking something here, and a lot of airline pilots feel that way too. Why should I report this? I don't want to be under medical microscope here. I'm not losing my mind.
Airlines don't like to employ people who see strange things. If you have a reputation in your company or your Air Force squadron as being the guy who saw the UFO from your F-18, I'm not sure I want to fly wing with him, you see. It's a subtle thing. Again, it goes back to denial. It's easier just to deny it and to say, all right, he's an oddball. Or she just saw something that just couldn't be seen, so she's probably not as reliable as she should be.
Well, 2 pilots reported an out-of-this-world sighting last month. They say they may have seen a UFO while flying over Arizona. Listen to this.
And was anybody above us that passed us like 30 seconds ago?
Negative.
A UFO. Yeah.